Welcome back. We are making progress. So, you understand how the subconscious mind works. You've written out what your beliefs are about yourself, who you are, just the whole 9 yards. And you've also figured out where you are as far as your brightness. When you walk into the room, how bright are you? Are you 0 to 10? Where are you on that scale? Because whatever you believe to be true about yourself is. Now, the question here is, where do I start? Well, you've already started on one hand, but now this is where we're starting to move into what's got to shift, what's got to change, what do you need to do? So, what needs to happen next is we need to start looking at the negativity that you have, the way that you think, the things that you do, what's there. Now, what I mean by that is you've heard, I'm sure, people say to you, or people say all the time, you got to stop thinking negative. Start thinking positive. Because if you keep thinking negative, then negative things are going to happen. You're facing a situation, just think positive. I call BS. That's nonsense. Because when you're faced with a big, huge challenge, the last thing that you're going to believe is everything's okay. No, it's not. You're faced with whatever's going on, money issues, you're faced with, whatever the deal is, the relationship's falling apart, or, XYZ. You know that that's what's in front of you. And to try and think positive about it, that's darn near impossible. Because how are you going to tell yourself something positive when you're facing it, eye to eye, facing it, and it's like, no, it's not. Because whatever your belief in, again, whatever your belief is. That's what's true. So if you're trying to say to yourself, I am good enough, I am good enough, I am good enough, it just doesn't work. It's not going to penetrate the solid wall that you have within that's saying you are XYZ. So the way around this, because trying to stop thinking negative and only thinking positive, the way around it is remove all of the negativity so that the only thing that's left is positive. So all of the negative ways that you think, that's what you're looking for. Recognize it, acknowledge it, understand it, and then release it, change it, delete it, whatever the case, whatever you need to do. That's what you're going for. Because once you let go and release those negative ways about you, then all that's left is positive. So much easier. Mainly because you're not faking it. That fake it till you make it kind of thing, yeah, it works for some people, but you just feel like you're a fake, a fraud, or that imposter syndrome thing. So again, you're removing the negativity. You're removing all of the negative ways of belief, the negative ways of thinking. So for example, when you say, I hope, a lot of people think that hope is a positive word, but actually it's kind of negative. Because when you're saying to yourself, I hope this is going to work, basically what's there is a disbelief. I don't know. I'm just going to hope it's going to happen. I'm going to hope I get this job. It's different from knowing. When you know that everything is going to work out for your good, no matter how it appears to your physical eyes, if you know that, that's your strength. That's your confidence. If you don't know that, and then you're going to try and make more money, or you're going to, you want that relationship or a new relationship, or your relationship to change, then if you're hoping it, you're basically saying, let's just hope this works. Yeah, it's not very comforting. It's not very confident. When you're saying, I need something, I need to be in a relationship to be happy, I need to get this job in order to do this, I need that, then basically what that is a dependency. You're depending on that thing to provide whatever it is you're wanting. You need that person to not be that way so that you can be happy, or so that the things will be better, or whatever the case. You need them, or you need that. Everything starts here. All of your changes start here. The other thing is, I want this, I want that, I want more money, I want to have that person in my life, or whatever the case is. When you're coming from that place of want, it's negative. I don't have something, and so therefore I want something else. So when you're in that space of want or need, then it's negative, it's heavy. You're creating something, you're expressing something that's the root of that thing that you're desiring is coming from a negative source or a negative resource. You want to change all that. One, you want to remove all of that from your vocabulary. It's a desire. You desire to have this, or wouldn't it be great to have XYZ? Wouldn't it be fun to have such and such certain person in my life? Wouldn't it be fun to be able to have a life with someone else, to share my life, to go places and to do this? Wouldn't it be great if I had an unlimited resource of money coming to me? I would love for money to just flow in and out. That would be awesome. Completely different feel. Can you feel the difference? I need that. I want that. I hope that. Compared to, that would be great. I would love that. It would feel amazing to do XYZ. Two completely different places. So the easiest way to begin this process of change is to step back. You want to approach things as though you're on the outside looking in. Be neutral. So when situations happen, when conflicts happen, when life happens, be neutral about it. Recognize how you're responding to it. Recognize what's there. Realize that negative belief or thought pattern or idea that's there, that's attached to whatever you're going through, whatever you're experiencing. Once you realize it, acknowledge it. Sometimes negative emotions and feelings, they're necessary. Anger, grief, hurt, sadness, all of those things, they're good feelings to have, to experience, because you do need to release. You need to let go of things. But it's when those things are ruminating and they're driving you and they're tormenting you and all of that, that's where you need to step in and get control of that. So Acknowledge what's going on. Experience, feel the feeling that you're going through, and then look for the beliefs that's attached to it. Those negative beliefs that's unnecessary, that's no longer serving you. That's what you're looking for to release and to get rid of. So when conflicts happen, when things happen that doesn't feel quite right, doesn't feel good, it's a good thing. Turn it around. Redefine it. Redefine the situation. Redefine whatever you're going through. Redefine all of these things that you've listed down and look for and understand the other meaning for it. How is it working for you? What's the good that comes out of it? How can you turn it around to make it a good, not experience, but a good reason, a good understanding, a good piece of knowledge or wisdom that you can gain from it or glean from it? Understand that as you're going through these conflicts and these things, these feelings, that the whole point of it is to show you what's there that you don't realize is there. The negative beliefs, ideas, the patterns of thinking, all of that negativity that's flaring up, that's showing up. Something happened and then you just kind of lash out against people. Well, what is that really all about? What's there? What is the belief that triggered that reaction? That's what you want to let go of. That's what you want to address. When these feelings and these things surface up, it's just there for you to acknowledge it, realize it, and then do something about it to remove it, to let it go. There's different ways, different techniques. I've got my style of helping people to transition out of that stuff, release it and let it go forever. There's also all kinds of ways, methods, and ways to do it. Find what works for you. Find someone who offers a style of therapy or sessions or whatever the case is that's going to help you to release it and let go of it. You're removing the negativity, all of the negative ways of thinking and being, so that all that's left is the good things, the positive things. That's your next step. So what do you need to do from here? Where do you need to go from this point? What do you do with all of that? So join me in the next video and we'll move right into that.